I just now completed 6 months of training for the Dopey Challenge on Disney Marathon weekend. This is the longest fitness routine I have ever stuck to in my entire life. And I'm just now coming off the longest run week I've ever done in my life of running over 40 miles. I'm still a little sore at this point, even a week later. Last year at Disney Marathon weekend, I got sweat between mile 21 and 22. I used that failure as motivation to do the Dopey Challenge this upcoming year. That's running 48.6 miles across 4 days. So I fell at 26, decided to do 48. It's normal runner's logic. This week I have two 45-minute runs, a 6-mile run on Saturday, and I got invited to a cast member, friends, and family run on Sunday, a 5K, through Animal Kingdom. Exciting. During my 6-mile run, I'm gonna have to make some adjustments just to make sure I can get through the 26-mile run. The equipment and hydration planning and things I've been doing are showing that I've improved over the past 6 months, but there's still room for improvement, and I wanna make sure I can get to that 26 miles. Tuesday I ended up skipping the run. I was still too sore. I walked around the house a little bit, but my legs hurt really bad. Even though I iced, I took Epsom salt. I guess when you run 23 miles, it takes more than 2 days to recover. I'd love to hear in the comments if you've done this training before and managed to be able to run after 2 days of rest. I don't know how anyone does it. I was still struggling to walk up and down stairs or even just around the house. Here we are on Thursday, 4 days after my 23-mile run. Today I had a walk. My legs are still very sore. Tuesday I couldn't walk, so today I decided I have to at least get out there and try to walk fast. Not a super fast pace, a little over 2.5 miles, but I'm getting back into it. This weekend, I have a 6-mile run, and I'm gonna try 30-30 splits. Someone told me I need to slow my pace down to get a better marathon, so I don't burn out. Kind of windy out here, so hopefully it's not too bad. But I'm gonna try it on my 6 to 7 miles, see how it works. I asked online, that was my biggest tip, because 23 miles is rough. I'm still very concerned whether I can do 2 miles walking to the start line, 26 miles, and then 2 miles walking back, plus the standing time. It's a lot. I hope the adrenaline will push me through, but still nervous. Still wanna make sure I make some adjustments. And since I don't have any huge runs anymore between now and the race, I gotta make them on the 7-mile runs and see how they go. This week will complete 6 months, so I did this during my lunch break, so now I gotta go eat something before I can get back to work. Whew. Saturday morning, 6 miles. I'm gonna try my 30-30 splits today. It's my first run since my almost 40-mile runs last weekend. It's 62 degrees, beautiful day, a little humid. So far, the 30-30 splits seem to go by very fast. Run again, which is an adjustment because it feels like as soon as I run 30 seconds, it's time to walk again. But we'll see at the end of 6 miles how my pace is looking to see if it really made a difference and how my energy's doing. It's not 20 miles, but it's 6. It'll be enough to test it. All right, walk again. Let's do this. Whew. 6 miles complete. I did 30-30 splits the whole way. My time's a little over 12 minutes. Pretty good time for 6 miles. I think it's better than my last 6 mile. It was an issue adjustment. It wasn't really harder. It just felt like every time I started to get running, it was time to walk. And every time my heart rate dropped a little bit, it was time to run. Those 30 seconds go by really fast. But I'm not near as sore. I mean, it was only 6 miles. There's still 20 more in a marathon, but not near as tired. Considering it's been almost a week since I ran. I still don't know if I'm recovered 100% from the 23 miles. That was a big endurance test. But all in all, got a Christmas parade. I got invited to the Disney cast member and family 5K at Animal Kingdom tomorrow, which is gonna be awesome. So I get 3 more miles in tomorrow. My son and I are going because we both got invited. It's gonna be kind of cool, except for the fact that I have to get up at 4 a.m. That is 6 months of training done. Craziness, that's such a time devotion. But I'm proud I did it. Proud I've stuck to it for 6 months. Got about 1 month until race day. All right, time to shower and go watch Christmas parade. Animal Kingdom, here we are. During the run, we decided to join the walking crowd. There were so many people, and we wanted to walk and enjoy Animal Kingdom. Barely 5 a.m. and look at all these people. There's a DJ right here, but I have to mute him because he's playing copyrighted music. Here we go, getting ready to start. Look at all the amazing lights. It's amazing to be here, such a small crowd, and get to enjoy the park before it opens. Mile 1 is done. Pretty slow pace, but that's okay. Wait, we're at mile 2. We must have made a wrong turn or something. My watch says 1.25 miles. After the race, we found out, in order to meet the time requirements, they cut off a portion of the course to make sure that everyone could get done in time because there was a very large crowd. A little surprising, but it explains why we got to 2 miles at 1.25 miles on my watch. Here we're at the mile 3 flag, whereas my watch says 2.5 miles. Look, they have Holiday Mickey and Minnie out. Oh look, there's the finish line. Water and bananas, here we come. Though we didn't truly finish the 5K because part of the course was cut off, that's okay. It was a lot of fun for my son and I to go out there and walk it, see Animal Kingdom before the park opens, and get to see the sunrise over the Tree of Life. It was an amazing experience. We got to go backstage and see behind the park some, which is always neat in the Disney races. It was just a lot of fun to do. The medals are amazing. They're very similar to the Castaway Key medals, except there's a dinosaur on them. This also made me feel better for skipping Tuesday, because I threw an extra day in there. It may have been a walk, and I tried to walk fast, but there was a lot of people, and I can only walk so fast without just plowing people over. And like that, 6 months are done. I did start out at 235 pounds and a 14-minute mile though. So I've made amazing progress in 6 months. I'm down to 219 pounds, 16-pound weight loss, not too bad. My goal was to be down to 200 pounds. I'm not gonna get there, but I'll take 16. And I started out at a 14-minute mile. When I compare the 45-minute runs, which is where the 14 miles was, I can get between 11 and 12-minute mile on those runs pretty easily now, which is amazing progress. It has been a lot of work to train for the Dopey Challenge, but I've done everything I can to prepare for it. I have a little over a month now until race day. Now I just gotta finish off my training, try to lose as much weight as possible. Any weight loss is gonna make the run easier. If I can give any advice at all, there's two things that I really learned from training this year though. One, focus on each mile. Focus on continuing to move forward one step at a time, 1 mile at a time. The second thing is I would usually just try to show up and try to push through the runs. And with this training, I decided to really focus on my hydration, my gear. I'm over 200 pounds. I have flat feet. So finding the right shoes, the right inserts, the right hydration made a huge difference in running to where I don't have to exert near the amount of energy as I once did when I ran. I wish years ago I really would have paid attention to learn to get better equipment, because it just makes it so your body doesn't have to work near as hard. So you can go much further on much less effort. 4 more training weeks until race day, and there's a lot of holidays upcoming. So I really have to focus on making sure I finish out. I've come this far. Getting through the final month should not be that hard. I just have to focus, buckle down, make sure I do it. Make sure to check out this video right here where I ran 40 miles in a weekend. See if you can relate to how I felt during these runs.